Okay guys, one more episode of Master Zone today with my friend Asim Saidy. Before was Awesome MMA, right?
Yeah, awesome.
Now is the motherfucking
President
Awesome. Hell fucking yeah!
Yes, sir. Yes,
You
sir.
know what is the best part of the President Awesome? Because it was, I think that before people that say like, he's awesome, who the fuck he think he is, with the oil money and other, you say. But no, he's a president, of Karate Combat, but they're gonna be the next episode.
Yes,
We
sir.
fucked up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You have to do today, I want to do today about Goat Shed.
Yes, sir.
Okay, your baby. And I remember when we started Goat Shed, we talked about this like a year, not two, before COVID. When we do the first Master Zone and we went to your place and I worked with all those guys, right? And how we started, all that stuff. But after 3 years already, or 2?
3.5, yeah. 3.5 years.
Okay. After 3.5 years, I think the last 2 or 3 months, it was like a big change.
Definitely.
And again, it's ready for the next episode. But when he started with Goat Shed, and I always tell him, you're a hell of an instructor, you're a hell of a coach because you know about everything and the kids love you, you know? I want to talk today about the perception that the people don't have about you, because most of the people, you know, they talk about the thing that they see, but they don't see behind the scenes.
Of course.
And they don't see, if you have all those kids on your gym, all those kids who fight for you and your brand, it's because they love the place and because you treat them good. This motherfucker here, all the kids from South America, Latin America, come to his place with the dream of becoming a champion, and he opens the door. And I know, okay, for all those assholes who go all around and talking shit, but they don't like it because he promotes all the cars and the money and all that thing. But he's the one who supports everybody, because I usually, his gym is like 6 blocks away from here, and I always pass by to bother him. And I see the kids sleeping, eating the place, eating the food that they bring to the place to feed them, and he gives them a roof, okay?
Yes,
that I know 1,000 managers and schools that they don't do shit for anybody, only for them. So, good thing about you is everybody talks shit, but they don't stay on your shoes, and they don't know how it is.
Of course. You know, the thing is, we do this from our heart, and the American dream is actually a real thing in our gym, and we make that a real thing for our fighters. So, you know, coaches get mad, and the reason why most people get upset is because they feel like it's not deserving. We've only been open for 3.5 years, and we're the most active team in Florida. We win all the fights. We make like 5x the money of any other team per fight. My debuters, I have a debut in MMA that made 10K. You know what I mean? It's like crazy, the achievements the fighters are getting. They're like, man, I deserve that. I deserve that. My fight team's been there 15 years and I don't have that, and they're mad and they don't want to admit that we've outsmarted them. That's the truth, you know? So they get upset at that, but what they don't see behind the scenes is, look, I promote my guys, each fighter how they want. Some fighters I have a couple Cuban fighters that are very quiet and humble, and I promote them in that way. They're very serious people. I have some guys that love wearing ski masks and throw money in there and have fun, and we promote it that way as well. So I work my butt off to promote my guys, and it's worked. It's not for selfish reasons. We've allowed them to make a living for themselves. Right. You know, we have guys, I'll tell you this, one of the most remarkable fighters we have, Christian Puas Perez. Yeah. He's 12-1. I believe with 11 finishes. He's ranked number 3 in the country, 23 years old, okay? The amount of money, he's making more money than guys in the UFC. He's making, and he used to live in my gym. He was living in my gym. This guy had nothing.
Where's he from?
He's from Mexico, you know, and he came over here, and I remember he walked into my gym with Ramiro Jimenez, one of our other fighters. He just won $100,000 in a 3-fight tournament. He won 3 fights in one night. So Ramiro, he's also ranked number 3 in the nation. Ramiro and Puas came to my gym. The first time I saw them was like 2.5 years ago. I've been coaching them.
Yeah, I remember them.
Yeah, they walked into my gym, and I'll never forget how humble they were, man. They were cleaning the restrooms, cleaning the gym, living inside the gym, and now they're providing for their families. And we've promoted them so well, and hey, a lot of people join my gym originally because of the promotion. They want to promote their careers. But very quickly I tell them, I say, guys, listen, I'll make you famous, but if you lose, you're a famous loser.
Right.
You're not a famous winner.
That's a good one.
So you want to come to my gym, you're going to work how I tell you, we're going to work hard, and you have to win your fights. Because they think it's all fun. Oh, you're going to get famous. It's not like that.
No.
You have to perform, or else everyone's going to know you suck. And if you lose under my gym, everyone's roasting you. Everyone's roasting you on social
they
media.
will love.
Yeah, they're going to love
it.
it. Man, we're 107 wins and 11 losses. We have a 90% win ratio. Those 11 losses, those are the ones people
Yeah.
they would get trolled like crazy for those. They forget, at the moment of a loss, they forget the 107 wins.
Well, but
and they remember
that is, you can be a great guy, you can be the best in the world, but you fucked up once, and that's what changed your reputation.
Exactly.
So you have to be very concerned about all the decisions that you make and all the things that you know, right? So, and it's good that you mentioned about all the noise with the media that you do, right? Because at the end of the day, there's something that we were talking about the other day. So, it's show business, right? It's entertainment. People doesn't not only look the fight, only the fight, or we that fight that we look the fight to see the techniques and the thing that they do. But most of the thing, it's like a Roman Coliseum like 1,000 years ago. They want to see blood, and it's a show. It's a circus. So you need also. It's not only like a 15, 20 years ago they have to be a great fighter, have a great career. Now they see more. Now that you're a president of a big association, they want to see the following and the people that are going to pay for seeing you.
100%.
Right? And not all the people understand that. And in the way that you did it, you boom, great.
Exactly, because the fighters, okay, coaches and fighters made a very big mistake. Especially in Florida, it happens a lot. They think their job is to fight. That's just one part. That's just one part. You need to perform before the fight and teach the audience about your story. Tell your story. Then you need to perform, and then post-fight, you need to own that microphone. You know what I mean? So you need to have all aspects. I'll tell you this, as a president right now, you know, I interview all the fighters, and my job is to have people fall in love with our fighters and learn their stories. And I had one of our guys, he's a young fighter, he's a prospect, and we're sitting and interviewing him, and we tell the guy, man, talk about what you want to do in the future. And it was very soft-spoken guy, he's a really sweet guy. And he just had a hard time owning the moment and,
Right.
and challenging, hey, I want this guy, and talking about big goals. He says, hey, I'm not there yet. And it's like, you're not owning your moment. And I actually had to move him, he was on the prelims, I had to move him to the early prelims because people aren't going to connect with his character.
Right.
So he still has some maturing to do. He performed well in the fight, he did a good job, but he didn't know how to own the moment before the fight.
Right.
And that's a part of your job too. You know, there's a lot of smaller gyms in Florida that are upset, that are competitors, right? Smaller MMA teams. And they say, oh, it's a clown show. But what they don't understand is it's
No,
entertainment.
it's a business.
It's entertainment, it's a business. You know?
Entertainment. If you don't entertain the people don't see you. If they don't see you, you don't fight.
Exactly. And that's another thing. That's another thing that's striking to me because so we've gained a lot of support. You know, Henry Cejudo, Mike Perry, Faraz Zahabi, John Danaher, GSP, Bas Rutten. These guys are in love with us. The biggest names in the sport love us. Like love my team. Joe Rogan's been following me since 2 months I opened. He's huge talking about us. Yeah, so everyone loves us. But you talk about like these small gyms, they're very angry, like super angry. But what they don't understand is they're looking at us, they're criticizing. Their fighters fight 1 to 2 times a year for $500. You know what I mean? We're the most active team in Florida. I have guys that fight 7 times a year. I have guys that fight 5 times a year. And they're fighting for, 5 figures. They're not fighting for 3 figures. So you're talking about they're making a living. You would think that they would be humble enough to look at it and say, man, they're doing something. Doing something right, But it's strange, man. Those are only the small timers. You look at the big timers, they love us, man. They're all there.
Because always the people who is above you, or people who knows more than you, people who is better than you, or people who are even in business and whatever, is the kind of people to support you, to teach you how to do the things correctly. Now the people who is under you is the one who criticize. They always tell you have to do this, you have to do that. And I always say the same, okay, if I do what you say, I'm gonna be in the same position as you.
This is why don't they see that? They're like, you're criticizing, but you're here. If I listened to you, I would be there too. Like I don't understand. And I'm a lot of people think I'm very arrogant and stuff like that, but I'm extremely humble in that I'll look to guys that know more than me and I get quiet and I listen.
Of course.
And I want to learn. And I'll tell you this, I'm not saying this just because you're here. You know this. I've known you for, I don't even know, 12 years more. 15, 17 years.
16, 17 years.
Yeah, exactly. And
You
you've
I
guided
asked
me.
her before.
Yeah, you motherfucker. Yeah.
Me
And, you guided me through so many things. And before I opened my gym, you were the one that would tell me, man, you're teaching all these guys for free. Every single day, twice a day. You love these guys. They love you. They will follow you. You can do this. And you inspired me to go ahead and take that next step and open up my own place and start my fight team professionally. You were the one, and I was always humble. I listened to you. I saw the position you're in. You're in the gym business 20 years, and I seen what you've done, and I took that advice. I humbled myself, and I did what you said. And still till today, you give me any advice, which is ironic that you don't really give me too much advice. You just support me. It's very interesting because you obviously know a lot more about this business than I do. But you're so humble and nice that all you do is support me. But if you gave me any piece of advice, I would cherish it. Absolutely cherish it.
Yeah.
You know?
Thank you. So it happened to me when I decided to open Chaos Zone. I used to work in other places with people that you know. I went straight. I said, listen, in 6-7 months, I want you to know this from me, not from outside. I'm gonna open my own gym far from you. I'm telling you because I don't want you to think that I'm gonna take your people or whatever. You said, with this accent, oh yeah, they get okay, but good for you, my product, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Next day they kick me out. Because people doesn't understand that we can do the things alone. This is the martial arts, the sport is a very small community, and it's very hard for the fighters to have a career, to move up, or do things, you know? Okay, now that things change, I am in good relationship with the people, but when you told me that you're going to open the gym, and 6 blocks from here, I was happy for you.
Yeah.
Because you have your market, I have mine. I would say the same. There are 4 gas stations on the same corner, and all the gas stations are right. So it's better. I love when your kids come to train here. Okay, I wish I have time to go to your place and train with you guys too. And that's the way that it used to be. Okay, a long time ago. Which one was your inspiration to open Goat Shed?
My inspiration is my wife. So my inspiration was my wife when we were dating at first. You know, when I first saw her, I said, hey, I want to be with you forever. There's no other girl. I'm with you, you know. And she thought I was crazy. I am kind of crazy, but I was so obsessed with her because I saw the amazing woman she is. I saw the amazing woman she's going to become. And I saw that I will become the man I want to be because of my wife. I saw that. And what's crazy is after a very quick time, a few months, she looked at me one day and she said, you need to grow up. Are you a coach or are you a fighter? What do you want to do with your life? Because you're not fighting to the capability of you can because you're coaching every single day. And you're not coaching 100% because you're trying to fight. Become a man and figure out what you want. And she dumped me for 9 months. She blocked me on every social media.
Ooh.
Everything. Disappeared from me.
It's a bitch.
Huh?
It's a bitch.
yeah, evil. Now, during those 9 months, I evolved a lot through that pain. I was able to grow and I chased after her. I proved my worth to her. I actually opened Goat Shed in that time. I spoke to you about that. I opened Goat Shed and she saw the path I could be on. She saw my potential and I earned her back. And from then on, we've been together. And without her, nothing is possible. You know, thank God bless, she's a contract attorney and she's the manager for all my fighters. And we do this with our full heart. You don't understand, like we spend so much money on our fighters, like absurd amount of money. Like Goat Shed's break even because we love our guys. That's why we're not having kids. We're not having kids because we want to continue supporting our fighters to our fullest degree. 34 pro kids. And I love them and, you know, we love them and we're trying to push the best of our ability. But that was my inspiration for Goat Shed was my wife. Definitely.
You have a good partner, you know, the things change. You know,
you have one too. You have one too.
I thought I was a bit before, but I was kidding. She's good. She's great. And it's the person that I know that she put your feet on her because you're sometimes.
You know what? And that's very interesting that you said that because I'm a great creative mind. I think outside the box. Well, she does too, but I'm out there. She actually knows how to make it happen. You know, maybe I have these wonderful ideas, but how do I take action? She makes sure that I can take action.
Yeah, because ideas without action is only ideas.
But you know what stinks, man? She doesn't like being in front of the cameras and she never gets credit. I get credit for everything.
Because not all the people is ready for being in front of the camera. Okay, a lot of people want to do it and it sucks. Okay, but
Yeah, true.
we were talking before. You have to work in your brand. You, the fighter, your name is a brand. So you have to treat yourself like it's a brand. Okay, Conor McGregor did great because it's not only because talk. You know, he has, for example, the skills for fighting. He was a great fighter, but he promoted the brand. So now I have a brand of whiskey or whatever, and he's continue making money with the thing. And how many people are known in sports, in everything, they have a name, and that name makes you sell tequila, clothing, makeup. So that's the thing that the small schools don't see. Okay, you have to promote yourself like you're a brand, and how you promote yourself in business. If you go like I did Joel Romero, okay, I believe in God and I know what I have to do and what I don't have to do. But if you go to UFC and start talking about, you know what, people doesn't want to see that.
Of course, of course.
Okay?
I mean, here's the thing, you know, before people were talking, I always spoke very largely, like big goals and big dreams, and people thought I didn't deserve to speak in that way, you know? But as of now, 107 wins, 11 losses, 90% win ratio. Hey, the most famous MMA team in Miami, like pro team, is MMA Masters. We 5-0 against them. We destroy them. They lose all their fighters to us, right? We went from 1 professional and 4 amateurs when we opened to 34 pros and then 20 amateurs and hundreds of. So it's grown so much. You can't deny the growth. And then you can say, oh man, this guy, he's crazy, whatever you want. But now I'm president of a 9-figure organization, one of the biggest organizations on the planet. Actually, we're top 3 most viewed organization in the world. It's UFC, then us in viewership, then PFL and Bellator, you know, whatever. So we're second most in viewership. This last event, my first event ever, they went from an average of 10 million views a show. This last event, it's only been 4 days. It's already hit like 27 million across our platforms. So I've over doubled, I've tripled the showing in just one show. It's my show, you know? So we're able to do it. What can they say more? But they still find something. I don't know, it's crazy.
I don't remember exactly the words because he saw it, he said it like a couple of weeks ago, I think. One of the Logan brothers, they say they see me, that was fucking cool what he said. They will see me walking on the water and they will say that I can swim.
Exactly.
Yeah, right?
I love that. Oh my God.
That was a good one.
That's beautiful, and it's very true, man. I don't know why many people are like that, you know. But hey, that's why their growth is slower. They don't have the ability to learn, and they don't have the ability to look at these people that are killing it and say, you know what? How do I do that? You know.
Because again, it's not easy.
It's
not easy staying in front of the camera. It's not easy being a showman. Okay?
Of course.
And people pay for that.
Definitely.
Okay? You're a good artist, a good singer, a good actor. The people pay to see you.
Of course.
Okay? And this is the same thing. Which one was one of the biggest challenges when Goat Shed?
You know, starting off, Goat Shed, when we were small, I think the hardest challenge was gaining credibility as a coach. Because, okay, I won kickboxing world titles, all this stuff, but in reality, I didn't get into the UFC. I didn't become a UFC world champion. So how am I going to coach anybody at a high level? It's like I have zero credibility, right? So starting off, it's difficult. I had 1 pro and 3 amateurs, or 4 amateurs. It was nothing. Starting to get those wins and slowly gaining that credibility amongst the bigger names and bigger gyms, it took a while, you know. And then in the beginning, after we won the first year, they're like, yeah, they won whatever local regional promotions. They'll never win a title. Then we win a couple titles, like yeah, but it's still not big organization. Then okay, we get to Combate Global. We're killing it in Combate, absolutely. I think our record in Combate is 47-4, like insane. So we're killing it there. Yeah, but it's not UFC. Now we have guys in the UFC doing great in the UFC. I think our record in the UFC is 7-1. Super, super good. Oh yeah, but they don't have a UFC champion. So there's always something. But I have to say, the hardest part was gaining credibility, and we did that. Like, you can't deny it, man. We're absolutely killing it.
One thing that you say, that should say that about it's hard to earn credibility when you win, I don't know, UFC or whatever, like a coach. There is great coaches that never fought. There is great fighters, champions that they don't know how to coach people. Doesn't mean that you have to win something to see the things that a coach see. Right? I used to have some great coaches in Argentina. They never fought.
Definitely.
But they say you have to do this, and boom.
It's pretty amazing, you know, when you look at Angela Dundee, Muhammad Ali's coach, when you look at John Danaher, the greatest coach, grappling coach in history, when you look at Faraz Zahabi, he never fought professionally. A lot of these guys, forget about professional, most of these guys never fought ever, but they've done so much, but still, they're older and they built that credibility and they've done it over time. They're not a public figure like I was initially. Like initially I made so much noise that I was one of the most, I would say, disruptive figures in the sport of MMA, right? Like I'm a pretty crazy dude as far as coaching goes. And I don't think there's any coach more disruptive than I am. So they're like, who the hell is this guy? But now, hey, it's time. Everyone, the highest level names recognize what we're able to do. On a fight level, they do, they recognize it. And now even on a promotion level, I think we've proven our worth business-wise. Like, it just can't be denied at this point.
Yeah, because the industry changed a lot. So it's not the same when we opened 15, but I opened 17, almost 20 years ago. And now the game changed completely. Also, the demographic changed completely in Miami. So now you have to work in a way that you have to find a way to be successful. It's not easy. It's becoming harder and harder because there are not too many. In Miami, I say that it's a big city now. Changed completely since I get here in 2001. But still, it's like a little village.
Of course.
We know each other. So,
ooh, I'll tell you one more struggle. That was, Diego, this was hard. And you know about this on a different level too. This was really hard coming up. Coming up as a coach, we give everything to somebody, right? And in reality, you know it's probably not going to pay off, but you still do it.
Right.
You still do it. It'll probably never be returned.
It's
you
the
know?
right thing to do.
Yeah, it's the right thing to do, and you do it with passion. Now, I'd have these fighters, and you give them the world, and you build them up. And I had a guy, he was his name's Angel Alvarez. He was a Cuban judo guy. He came to me. He threw his first punch in his life in my gym. We got him to 5-0 amateur, and then 4-0 pro. Right? I got him. He was the most violent fighter on my team. Got him very popular, and then boom, in the highest paid contract of his life, dipped on us and went somewhere else. Hey, I'm a 3,000 square foot gym. I don't have a sauna. I don't have jacuzzi. So he goes to another gym for whatever reason. You know, he went over there. And it's things because you bring a guy up from scratch. And then what's ironic is his following went down like 7,000 followers since he left. He's been knocked out twice. He's missed weight 3 fights in a row. Career absolutely plummets, and it breaks my heart. I'm not even saying this for revenge so people can see. What I'm saying this for is because I believed in that kid so much. And you see all the success. I know he looks back and he's regretting it. You see all the success we had. He could have never imagined it. He just didn't believe because he left when we were 2 years in. You know, but all that success we're having, I look at him and I'm like, I could have made that guy a superstar champion.
My friend, don't fix what is not broken. If it's working, stay. Okay? I know people who move the ship from one place to other and lost everything. Okay? So if it's working and you're having good, you're winning, stay. Okay? Now if you see that reach a point that it's not the same and you need to change, sometimes the changes are good. You need to do some change. But there is a way to do everything. Okay? I have the same like you, pero bueno.
No, that's why I mentioned you. Because I don't know if you probably don't want to talk about it, but you know, maybe you don't mention names.
Yeah.
I've seen you help guys, also immigrants that came here and don't have anything, and you've done everything for them, get their papers and pay for the food and give them a place to stay, give them jobs. Like you create a life for them in America. And then...
Well, how they are not.
Exactly.
They're all the same. They're the same trying to survive and screwing people. When you have the chip on the shoulder, okay, it's not about, because sometimes, you know, you want to win that reputation or something, you see the people where it's helping you and you want to be, I'm not telling you they want to be like me, right? But that's jealousy, you know? I think you are more, no, you know what, we're all the same shit. We're all the same, so they are doing, you know what, I don't give a fuck about them anymore. I was talking to Jorge Elizondo and he said, you're stupid, you always do the same, you help everybody and do the same thing. Yeah. But one, I am like that because a lot of people help me, all right? And second, I help, 4 or 5 that they pay me like that, But training are great.
Exactly.
Look at you, you're still here.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly. That's
So
what I
how
try to
you know?
explain to people.
So let them go do your shit. I don't go behind them to say, because I having some problem with some fucking asshole people from New York who's trying to do a lawsuit to me and trying to screw me in the other gym. Evil people because their trainers left to my place because they didn't pay them, so the trainer left because of that. And they have a non-compete or whatever, and they don't let those guys working anywhere. Even far away, they call the place, no, bro, just let the people work there. Don't be
Exactly.
like that. Especially it's hard these days, I'm more for trainers, for fighters. So, you know what, let them go. But these kids, they're the same, they're going from one place to other, and they're always living in the same level, and they're gonna finish, working for $2.
It's wild, man. And you know what people don't understand, I think it's good to value yourself. But you need to be realistic. You need to look in the mirror and understand what exactly your value is. That's hard for people. People overvalue themselves so high that they're detriment. You know what I mean?
Let me ask you something. Those people who do that to you or the people who do that to me, what they give? What they give? What they give you?
I mean, nothing.
For me, they give me zero.
Yeah, nothing.
Something that my grandmother used to say.
You
To
taught me this.
receive,
Yes.
you have to give.
Yes.
So where you are now?
No, but say, I interrupted you. Say that again.
No, to receive, you have to give something. Okay?
But yeah, no.
There is no free rent, my friend.
You're right, and I gotta tell you, you taught me this. You're like, look, you're teaching all of them for free, 3 times a week, 3 times a day, every single day. You feed them an apple a day at your restaurant. They have to give something back in order to appreciate you. Because if you do that, they take it for granted.
They get in love of your hand and love of your heart.
Exactly. Yes, they love my hand and not my heart. That's what you told me. And you're 100% right. I'll tell you this. Whatever it is, whether it's cleaning the gym, whether it's payment a month, anything, even if it's $1 a month, it doesn't matter. There has to be something given. It has to be earned. It has to be earned.
Of course.
And that's what I said in the beginning of this year. I had made a speech to my father. I said, look, I used to help anyone that needed it. From now on, I'm not going to help anyone that needs it. I'm going to help people that deserve it.
Right.
So do something to deserve it. And I'm with you. I'm with you. So I love that you said that. That's very important. And all the guys that got everything for free, handouts, they're the ones that somehow betrayed me, screwed me, did something that messed up, went against me somehow. They're the ones that talk the most shit. Like, it's really, really wild. The ones that you gave everything to for free. But the ones where it was a mutual exchange, they valued it.
Man, that's a good advice for the kids, for the beginners that are starting this path of fighting, martial arts, or coaching, whatever. It was like that. I have a lot of trainers who tell me, give me clients and this and that. I'm still giving free classes, right? So that's what brings me more people. So if you don't give my friends, it's not gonna happen. We have to talk for offshore like 2 hours more, but we're gonna get a cut, gonna save something for another day when you have more time. I hope to see you again. I know you're super busy.
Not for you, dear.
And when I sit with you and we start talking about all those shit and all those reasons, I feel like Mr. Miyagi, old, fat, ugly. Fuck me, bro. Bro, whatever. Brother, proud of you, proud of Goat Shed, okay? Keep doing your shit and do good.
Thank you.
Okay? Soon, okay? I don't know what episode we are here, like it's 375 now.
Like 10.
Well, guys, thank you, and YouTube, don't miss it.